dayang, welcome back to my channel. So first things first, yes, I do not have any makeup on and I'm actually in my home clothes because I was just like lazing around and I had nothing to do, so I thought, okay, let's just film another episode of R&D, which is a review and demo video in which I am going to be doing a review and demo on a particular product. So today I'm actually going to be doing a review on this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation, which has been highly raved and talked about here in YouTube, and there were so many of you, there were actually so many YouTubers who have been talking about this. Okay, this, unfortunately, you cannot get it in any of the stores here in Singapore because our local L'Oreal do not carry this, which is such a pity because you'll find out why. For those of you guys who are wondering where I got this from, this was actually being sent to me from a blog shop on Instagram, and it's called beauty__sg. Just gonna write it, the name of the Instagram username right over here, so you guys can actually get this foundation from that particular blog shop or Instagram shop. I actually got in the shade 104 Golden Beige because I did a lot of research and I did some shade comparison with some of the other YouTubers from America, and there were actually a couple of them who have similar shade as my skin tone, and this actually has a little bit of a yellowish undertone to it. So just begin by reading off the claim of this foundation. It has a demi-matte finish, it wears up to 24 hours, it has a medium coverage, and the texture itself is air-light. And most importantly, it is oil control, and that explains why there were a lot of people with oily skin who love this foundation so much. Okay, I'll just put this foundation into test. I have really worn it for about more than 2 weeks because I want to see how it works on me. And FYI, my skin is pretty bad right now, and it is not because of this foundation, I'm pretty sure, because let's sidetrack a bit lah, huh? Because it is Eid right now and I've been slapping a lot of makeup on my skin, and I got to say that my makeup has been pretty thick as of late, especially during the weekends when I go for visiting. And also I usually put on my makeup for an extended amount of hours, so that kind of explains all of this from happening, but I really hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, for those of you who think that, oh Dayang, your skin is so flawless, oh my god, blah 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 blah, you guys are wrong. I do not have flawless skin. Look at this. Just don't freak out, alright? Okay, so yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of disgusted by my skin. So let's get on with the review and the demo. And of course, I have to bring you guys closer to the camera. Yes, I have a third eye here, over here, which is so ugly. And yeah, all of these are just blemishes. They are not like active pimple right now. The only active one is this one, but it's okay. So right now I am actually going to do a demo on this particular foundation, and I am going to be using two different tools to apply this foundation. I am going to be using my beauty blender over on the right side and a brush over on the left. Okay, the foundation, as you can see, is not liquidy at all. It is pretty thick, and the shade that I have right now is in 104 Golden Beige, and it has a yellow undertone to it. I'm just going to pat some on my skin. Okay, over on the right side only. Okay, I used up all of the product. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my beauty blender and then I am going to be tapping it, not rubbing it in. So let's see how it covers. Okay, the foundation has a really good color match to me. This is actually one layer of foundation. I wouldn't say that it is full coverage because it does say that it is a medium coverage. So as you can see, it does cover up a little bit of my pigmentation and discoloration. This one, it used to be very red. Right now it has slightly lightened a little bit, but of course I can still see it peeking through, and some of my other blemishes as well. So I'm gonna move on with this side, but this time around I'm actually gonna be using a brush. Okay, so over here I have my 13 Brushes angled flat top brush. So I'm just gonna pat in like how I normally apply my foundation as well. Alright, now that I've already finished applying my foundation over on my left side with a brush, I'm not sure whether you guys can see, but I think that the coverage using a brush is actually much better as compared to a beauty blender. I think probably because the foundation itself is kind of thick. So usually for me, what I think is that when a foundation is a little bit thicker, I usually prefer to use a brush, because when I use a beauty blender, I find that the foundation or the beauty blender itself kind of soaked up the foundation a little bit, which is what happened on this side. And that kind of explains why it doesn't really have a lot of coverage as opposed to this side, because I do have some discoloration over on this side and it has covered it up pretty well. Okay, so this is actually like one layer of foundation. What I'm gonna do now is that I am actually gonna apply a little bit more on the areas with some discoloration and pigmentation peeking through. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more of product, and then this time around I'm just gonna like dab it like that. Okay, I want to see how well this covers, and I want to see whether it's buildable or not. I'm just gonna be using my brush and just pat it in like that. So right now I've already covered up a very thin second layer using a brush, and you can actually see that it has covered up pretty well. This one can't really be helped. I mean, it has really lightened, as in the color it's not red, but I mean, of course can't be helped because the pimple itself is kind of big, so that explains why it is still there. Let me just see how it feels. Okay, it feels very powdery. It feels like as though I already have applied a powder on top of it, but it's not, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It kind of feels that as though I do not have anything on my face, which is very nice because it claims that it is actually lightweight, okay, or airlight. Yeah, do take note that if you have like any dry patches, it can actually accentuate a little bit, like over here, because I have like a pimple which is drying up right now, and it kind of accentuates that. So just bear in mind, if you really want to apply this foundation, you have to moisturize a little bit more on the dry areas. Okay, right now I'm just going to share with you my overall thoughts and feeling about this foundation. Honestly, I really like it. I have used it for more than 2 weeks. I have been wearing this almost every day when I go to work, and it feels really nice and light, and it is long wearing. Okay, the thing is that if you are someone with oily skin, I would totally recommend setting it with a powder, any kind of lightweight powder. And normally what I'll do is I'll just set it with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Polish, which I got from Carousel. So on the other hand, for those of you who have dry skin, you can apply this because it has a demi matte finish. I think for those of you who have like normal to probably dry skin, you can even apply this on, but just don't set it with a powder. And yeah, I totally highly recommend this because you can actually get this from that particular blog shop or Instagram shop that I was talking about. But the thing is that do bear in mind that it is actually pre-order. It doesn't have like in stock on this particular product. So what you can do is just contact the seller and then tell them what shade you are in, and then you just have to wait for I think maybe like a couple of weeks for the product to be delivered to you. I like totally recommend this. I have nothing bad to say about this, really. Now I finally understand why there are like a lot of people who really like this foundation a lot. And also finally, thank you to Beauty SG for sending this to me, and also this what is this, Bath and Body Works lotion, which is really nice. The smell itself is really good. It kind of reminds me of one of the Salvador Ferragamo's perfume. I think it's the Encanto one. And this is Sunset by the Pool. I'm not sure whether it's available in our Bath and Body Works. You guys can actually just check it out, but I'm pretty much obsessed with this. I think you guys will not regret getting this. It is perfect for an everyday wear, and I really like the packaging because it comes in a squeeze tube, so you can actually control the amount of product that you squeeze out. Okay, so I really hope that you find this video helpful. And please give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful for you, and comment below on any kinds of questions you want to ask me, and I'll see you guys in my next video at 7 AM. Bye guys! On Thursday, I forgot to mention that.